This episode of After Dark is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to support the Boss Rush Network and our family of podcasts, head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. Thanks for your continued support.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative topical podcast for adults here on the Boss Rush Network. It's your boy LeRon back in the house again, and I've got a squad. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this backwards this time. I'm gonna welcome back our guest this time first. Back in the house with us, Matt Kiel. What's up, dude?
Twice in a row.
I know, man. You're becoming a fixture.
You're eventually gonna get a disease. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's how you know you had. That's how you know you had fun.
Yeah.
It's
Some
not
memories
fun.
just last.
I don't.
Just saying.
Who's having fun with one of those?
Yeah, when it burns when you pee.
I'm
No,
not here
no,
to
no,
kink
no.
shame anybody.
I didn't say that part was fun. I just said that's how you know you had fun. All right.
Because that is how the consequence.
All right. Well, she's back with us now after deciding that she did not want to be one of us for a week.
Hey, she took a vacation. You leave her alone.
I know she took it. I know.
He did exactly what everyone here wishes they were doing.
That's true. That is true. That's
It's
true.
no lie. It's the truest thing Corey said tonight.
Stephanie, welcome home.
I'm home and being very adult and snuggling with my son's Pikachu blanket because I need to feel cozy tonight.
Nothing wrong with that. I need to feel cozy too. Unfortunately, there's nobody for me to feel cozy with.
I'm not cozy with anybody. I'm cozy with my cat, though.
Yeah. Well, wow.
I got this pink Yoshi.
She looks subdued. Was she asleep when you snatched her up just now?
Yep. Yoshi.
And the man, the myth, the one, the only, Corey Dirrig. Welcome back, dude.
Hello, LeRon. I don't have anything snarky to say tonight.
Looking svelte. Looking svelte tonight, Corey.
I don't know what that means. Please describe. Please.
It's svelte. It's like you're
You look
looking
good.
very.
It's a compliment.
Yeah,
Yes.
Corey, shut up and take it.
Jesus
That's what
Christ.
she said.
First time a woman said that to me in a long time.
She also said, "Stop resisting."
Can't threaten me with a good time.
Quit running away.
3 pounds away, though.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
That's good.
Seriously.
That's good. Actually, I stepped on the scale this morning and discovered I dropped 12 pounds. I don't know how I dropped 12 pounds, but 12 pounds are gone.
You stop keeping gummy bears under your desk.
Was that it?
I don't know.
No.
Stop drinking beer. That's it.
Real talk. Like I haven't bought the 2 pound bags of gummies lately. I have not bought bought the giant tub of Starburst jelly beans in a hot minute and stuff like that. Yeah. That's
Not
it.
hitting the dispensary, causing extra munchies.
Yep. Because beyond that, like it's not like I've been out working out or anything.
I haven't either. If it makes you feel better.
Sometimes, I feel like a lot of the weight loss, at least maybe in our country, is more due to not eating something or dietary versus exercise. Like exercise is still super important, and maybe this is a topic for another day because I've learned earlier in life that we kind of overestimate the calories we burn in our workouts. Just saying.
100%.
We do. Like the average person's meal is anywhere from 800 to 1100 calories and stuff like that. And like a lot of the activity that we do as far as working out and stuff like that, and I'm going to be nice and say in the 45-minute workout, like you'd be lucky if you burn 300 calories. And that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if you're doing cardio, CrossFit, HIIT. It does not matter. I'm not a licensed physical therapist or personal trainer and stuff like that. So don't hold me to this, but I know for sure, like, you know, like with the amount of working on busting ass I did back when I had my personal trainer and stuff like that, like like macros in versus calories out, like, oh my god, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that anymore ever again.
Drink your water, put a pinch of salt in it, just a pinch, because if you put too much salt in it, you're gonna have water blood. That's probably what it is. That's probably why I lost a bunch of water weight.
You know, Corey, once you hit it, that's what she said again. Maintenance is just, maintenance is wonderful.
It's not my goal weight. It's the triple digit weight.
Oh,
that I'm 3 pounds away from.
That's still maintenance. Getting close to my face.
That's amazing. Like you that's amazing that you've almost lost 100 pounds. That's amazing. I'm not even saying that just to be funny or patronizing or anything, man. Like shit. Like
it's to the point where the clothes that were way too small for me are now big on me.
Wow.
Like all the new belts I bought for my pants are now big on me. And I had to poke holes in them.
Nice.
I'm not buying new belts, man. Belts are expensive. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Belts are expensive, and you know the sad part is like belts seem to be really cheap quality nowadays, right? You think you're buying a really good belt, and you know, like in like 4 months, like it's already like peeling and chafing and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on, guys, like you have one job.
Yeah. So I have been taking walks at night though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because
I feel like I should do that. But also, like, I don't like just walking around at night. I will walk around early in the morning, like before the sun comes up, but not like after the sun's gone down.
We have, like, in our kind of quote unquote neighborhood, there's only 2 streets, and then at the end of our street, there's a cul-de-sac, and there's a walking trail back in the woods behind the cul-de-sac. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of goes in one big loop. If you follow it the correct way. So
you've walked that trail in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not like some tiny person.
That's not even what I'm getting at, man. Like motherfuckers get attacked by cougars and mountain lions, and I don't mean like grown ass women cougars.
Cougars. I saw an app on Instagram that was advertised to me called Cougar Dates. And
wait, why is it advertising to you? You're a married man. Like, well, like
I don't know.
What have you been?
His
doing
phone probably heard someone say it.
I don't know, man.
Cougar. Actually, question, like, am I already eligible to be considered a cougar?
I think 36 is the beginning.
Oh fuck!
No, 36. I thought that was more middle-aged women. Like,
yeah, I thought it'd be like mid-40s.
I don't know.
Yeah, mid-40s.
The earliest. Yeah.
I was just taking a shot in the dark here. Okay.
But like, wouldn't it be more relative though? Because even though I'm 35 now, which doesn't seem like the older stereotype of a cougar, but if I were to ever date a 20-year-old, I mean, that's a big difference. Wouldn't that be cougar level, or is it still you need to be like in your almost 50s?
I don't know, but I mean, you know, that's like that TikTok to like all the old people out there, people born in the 90s, you know.
Are you calling old people born in the 90s?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing on social media. Like they're.
Oh, I mean, are you talking about people are them saying people that were born in the late 1900s?
Yeah, they're calling us old.
Yeah. Well, they say if you were born in the late 1900s, and like saying people born in in the 80s were born in the late 1900s, and then he
shit,
waits a minute and says, "Fuck these kids."
yeah, right? Yeah, because for real, way to hurt a guy's feelings. I was born in the last quarter of the 20th century.
Mm-hmm. Same, but also like.
Actually, it doesn't hurt my feelings that much because number one, I don't look like I'm pushing 50. So
I haven't started feeling old yet,
Matt, because you're not old.
I feel old after certain activities.
Man, child.
Wait, what'd you say, Corey?
I said Matt's secretly a 12-year-old man child. He's not. He's not 45 or however old you're supposed to be.
No, I'm not 45. I'm actually not 45.
I'm older than you.
No, you are not.
My body's telling me otherwise. It's
like
so broken.
I'm tired a lot, but I've been baseline tired for like 30 years now.
Well, based off of what I learned last week, you and I, Matt, are the actual resident old people on this on this podcast.
Yep.
And you know what?
The race is on to that AARP membership. Am I right?
Yeah, I am not. I am not upset in the slightest. Actually, I found out you don't have to be like middle aged to get into AARP.
No, you don't.
Like,
stop saying that, because then we're gonna start getting advertisements for it.
No, I'll just get
Corey's gonna get
single
Instagram
grannies
ads for
area.
AARP Cougar Date.
No, it's gonna be single grannies in your area.
Oh God! Oh God!
Gross.
Single grannies.
I'm not even gonna
fannies.
I'm not even gonna make it there, so it doesn't matter.
You know what?
I'm pretty sure Stephanie's the only one that takes care of herself enough to get relatively close to there.
I used to say that too. Like I used to say that I wasn't I didn't see myself getting past a certain age because my dad passed away from a heart attack when he was 41 and stuff like that. And it really stunted like my mental image of what growing old looked like. So I thought by the time I hit 42 years old, that was a wrap, and here I am, like almost a year away from 50.
You made it, LeRon. Good job.
Did I make it though?
I don't know.
Did I make it?
I don't think any of us made it. I think we're all just existing.
If you survive another day, you've made it.
Hey, you just bought a house, dude. You're making it better than I am.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I wish.
Yeah, but you know what? Before we continue with that facet of the conversation, let me just say real quickly out there, if you would like to support Boss Rush After Dark and the Boss Rush Network, head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network and get started. With access, you get access to this show 2 weeks early and ad free, as well as other perks like early access to our other podcasts. You also get voting rights and more at the tier that's right for you. Again, that's patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. If you can't contribute financially, it's no big deal. Your viewership and your listenership are enough for us. If you're watching the video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new episodes go live. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave our show a 5-star review and a 5-star rating and a nice review. It really helps with our visibility and our discoverability. Remember, you can always find new episodes, articles, reviews, and more over on our website at bossrush.net. Now, let's continue that conversation. Yeah. I feel like honestly, I did not pass that litmus test of like what adulting should be like, and stuff like that. Like I'm renting a room out at I'm a roommate in someone else's house, for example. There's things happening like me and my boyfriend are in the run up to like moving in and living together and stuff like that. So I'll be moving out of here soon and stuff like that. But yeah, like I feel like some of that adulting stuff, like I've never bought a house. Like I've thought about buying a house. I thought I was in line to buy a house at certain points, and just that didn't happen and stuff like that. I was in a meeting today, and a financial advisor was talking about like annuities and getting stuff set up for retirement, and it hit me. I'm like shit. I'm literally 15 years away from retirement age, and guess what? There ain't enough for me to retire off of right now. Yeah, so I mean, so I commend you guys that are out there, like Corey, you just purchased a house, like you've got a family, started. You too, Steph, you've got your own home, like you've got a family. Matt, you too, and stuff like that. And here I am, some single ass dude. Well, shit, not single. God, I hope the boyfriend doesn't hear that. that'll be.
Well, in this case, single just means not married. It doesn't mean you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like that's literally what the marital status as far as the government's concerned right now. I'm not married.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I said, I never understood that when I said I was single, and like I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say I was single like in a way to like I'm single and ready to mingle. It would be like I'm a single dude, and a girlfriend would get angry about that. Like I didn't say I'm not dating. I'm saying I am a single man because we don't live together. We're not married, so technically I'm single. Am I looking for someone else to date? No, because you are enough right now.
You are enough. Yes, that's all I'm saying. I feel I don't know, like certain days. If you catch me on the right day, sometimes I'll wake up and be like, "Damn, did I just fuck up somewhere?"
Yeah.
We all fucked up. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went into healthcare, and part of me thinks I fucked up.
Any hoozle. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of going into things, I have something to tell you, but I can't say it here. I have to tell you when we're to stop recording.
Then why'd you even blurb it?
Because I need you guys to remind me, because I'll forget in 5 minutes.
Just
now it's all I'm going to be thinking about for the entire
no. Type it in the chat. Remind me to say what I need to say.
Hold on. Hold on, LeRon.
Keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
No. The Futurum group?
Yep.
Wait. Is she's part of the recording?
We're resuming.
Resumed.
Yeah, but you just can't like blurb that stuff out because you're gonna whip the audience up into a frenzy. I'm telling you, Corey, if you're the reason why we get our first bad review, man, because like you just going all willy nilly, on the recordings and stuff like that.
It is.
If your first bad review is Corey said something that he couldn't say to the audience, but he wanted to tell the host, if that's your first bad review, you're fine.
Okay, look at the industry. Look at the industry we're in. Like if they introduce microtransactions into a game that people don't think that should have microtransactions, guess what happens to the review rating?
I mean, anytime I've had a talk with anybody about Helldivers 2, everyone's like, I don't like pay to win games. I'm like, it's not freaking pay to win. Well, then how come you have to buy stuff? Like, you don't have to buy stuff.
Yeah, from what I heard, everything that you can pay for, you wind up getting just naturally.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for any of it. In fact, if you just do missions and get through the first thing, you unlock enough to pay for the next thing. And then if you do that, you unlock to pay for the next thing. Yeah. The only reason I've bought things in that is because
you're a greedy bitch.
No, I know. I did that. I'm like, I want to give Arrowhead money. In fact, I'll say this right here and now.
Okay. You know what? That's
if there was any studio that I would ever want to work for in like a PR sense, it would be Arrowhead. I like a lot of game developers, but the one that has my heart, Arrowhead Studios. I would move to Sweden and figure it out for them. Just saying.
I take it back. You're not a greedy bitch.
I'm not a greedy bitch. No. Demanding, yes. Yes.
I feel like mom and dad are fighting again.
I'm happy to be the mom in this scenario.
Oh, really now?
Oh, boy.
After dark time,
Hey,
Dark talk.
hey! You know, whenever Matt's on After Dark, like all sorts of flirting.
We know.
I don't even know.
Next time, Stephanie and I are just gonna go to bed, and you're gonna.
Hey, oh man, the LeRon and Matt show. Let's go. Let's
see the
go.
problem there.
Me
the
too.
problem. What?
Wow, I just feel really left out right now.
I don't know what just I don't know what I had a thought, and then I heard Stephanie go meet
the twosome.
Like, wait, what's happening?
The twosome became a threesome.
No, I said love you too sarcastically because I feel left out. So yeah, Corey and I will go.
Okay, number one, Corey said Corey put you in the corner. We did not.
Yeah, we did not. Yeah.
Before the audience gets any ideas, separately, everybody, Stephanie and I will be sleeping separately.
Then why do I have this gigantic bed that will fit all of us? Why do I have this?
I don't know. My couch is
lying to the audience, Corey.
I'm telling you, we all four of us would be such an awesome cuddle puddle.
Jeez.
Yeah, where would I be?
It feels very sweaty already.
Wherever you
I
want
don't know where we're at.
Where do you want to be? Like,
I'm a one at a time kind of guy.
Coward.
See, no sense of adventure. No sense of adventure.
No, I had my adventure, and it's a lot of work, and I'm old.
Well, I can always buy a strap-on and assist.
Woo!
See, Stephanie just bringing it all to the table.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Stephanie, have you not been in the conversation where I said I'm not a person for pegging, which is really wild considering like the sexual activities I get down on. Like I'm.
That seems like something you're totally into, LeRon.
Yeah.
No. Everybody has to have the equipment, like naturally as part of their biology for it to happen with me.
Good.
Sounds exclusionary, if you ask me.
No. In my head, something can go wrong if not everybody's feeling like the same type of sensations. If that makes any sense. Basically, what I'm trying to say is
the rapscallion in my head has some things to say, but they won't be helpful. So I'm just gonna say I get what you're saying
guys. It doesn't all have to be sexual. Like we can have that massive bed where we all sleep in, kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Remember where all the relatives slept in the same bed? We'll just be all old and decrepit together in bed.
Look, all I'm trying to say is some.
Then I'll jump up and go because I got a golden ticket.
All I'm saying is some super adventurous lady is not going to be like, oh, I got this big motherfucker today, and go to work and then just realize, we need to call 911 because I something happened. You know, that's all I'm saying.
What happened? We need to go through this now.
We can always reattach the colon. No big deal.
Yeah, they do that all the time. Before lunch, like it's fine.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
The shenanigans we humans get into.
I have a weird hang up. Yes, I do butt sex, but everybody has it. Everybody has to have all the equipment to do it naturally.
It's just this
Corey just heavy side like nobody's business just now.
It just sounds like a lot of prep and a lot of fluffing, and
it honestly is a lot of prep. It is.
It's like an actor when they sit in the makeup chair for 4 hours for a 40-minute shoot. Right? I mean, that just seems like
it's like Monster Hunter. It's all in the preparation.
Someone's hunting monsters.
The beast is getting slain.
Yeah.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Kiel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.
Hit him with the hammer to the face. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we have some questions.
all I'm saying is I'm very qualified to single-handedly handle reptiles.
What? Okay.
It was a weird online course that he got a certification from. We don't need to talk about it.
Corey, help.
Help me.
No one will save you now.
So Stephanie, how's
Wow, Captain Small Talk strikes again.
This is why I'm alone.
Look, he's nervous too. He's got his arms crossed. He's so nervous right now.
He's up right now.
I'm doing this because my basement is cold because it's 35 degrees here.
Then where's your shirt?
The one I usually wear on the show is in the washing machine, and I don't like
lies. Corey's just getting cocky. Soon he'll be the one that's wearing sleeveless shirts.
I don't own. Oh, that's a lie. I do own sleeveless shirts, but they're usually undershirts.
They're about to be overshirts, my friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm too tired for this shit.
Our lovely fan questions.
Thank you.
Okay, so first up, we have Yari with several.
We love you, Yari.
Yari
is the bomb.
Yari, are you okay? I'm worried about you.
Why?
They are just doing a lot of school stuff, from what I've gathered from the Discord, and then they ask questions like these. So,
like, ...
Am I okay? So Yari has provided all of our questions tonight. Which ex would call you their crazy ex, and what did you do? Oh shit. There's not enough time in this episode to go over that.
Yeah, I can't think of one that wouldn't.
This is I can answer this question easily. The last woman that I actively tried to date and stuff like that. Corey, I told you some of this story. The last woman I dated, like we're both bisexuals. We were both bisexuals at the time. Like technically I'm still a bisexual. I'm not sure what her status is because I haven't talked to her in years. But like we started dating. We actually got into a relationship and stuff like that. And it was just one of those situations where she couldn't reconcile the fact that she was dating a bi dude, even though like I had no problems that she was a bi woman and stuff like that. So, like just all sorts of just like really just like always questions and all that stuff. And, so she broke up with me, despite me not doing anything, she broke up with me. And then because like, we didn't work in the same place, but we just worked in the same vicinity, like and stuff like that. And it was just one thing after the other. And then one day I just like kind of snapped on her because I was like, look, like you and I are not together anymore. Like we're not fucking, we're not doing anything and all that stuff. And you need to chill the hell out. All of a sudden I was the crazy person because like I, just like put my foot down. Now, yeah, there was a little, I would say like I wasn't the most level-headed person, as I was laying all this out to her and stuff like that. But at the same time, I was like, we hadn't been dating in almost a year now, and you're still affected by like this mess that you caused. So yeah, I'd definitely be the crazy ex because normally I'm not the crazy person. I'm usually the level-headed person, but this is like I always say, like Geminis are not crazy until you do something to make us crazy.
Sure. I definitely have been a crazy ex for one relationship. Thankfully, I feel like the rest I've been very level-headed, but this is the one where I really kind of I thought it was the one, he was the one, and our circumstances, I definitely over-romanticized the situation, and the way it ended, so to speak, probably is what kind of caused me to snap and be the crazy ex, and that was the whole I'll never get back with my ex. That's a bad idea. I never want to get back with my ex. And then one day I found out that he secretly got back with his ex without breaking it off with me first. And I made a lot of unhealthy decision, and we kind of had an unhealthy relationship anyway. And where the crazy ex part comes from is I insisted that we be friends, but like subconsciously, it's just because I was hoping for a relationship later. And what would happen is we'd be all hunky dory, but then when we'd all go out as a group or something, I drink too much, and then I start either sobbing uncontrollably or getting really angry and at him. So I can understand how that would come off as the crazy ex because, hey, let's be friends. And then I turn around and start crying and screaming that he's a POS. So I'm not proud of it. I am very, yeah, I am very not proud of how I behaved, but I learned from it. I learned what's acceptable behavior and what is not acceptable behavior. Trust me, if we were still talking, I would apologize. Like, listen, dude, I'm sorry. I wasn't in my right mind. My bad.
And do you know what we call that? We call that growth.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's see. For me, so I guess there would be 3 examples. Although I don't
Corey just left a whole bunch of jilted lovers in his wake.
Man, from between the ages of like 27 and 30, no, that's too late. That's too early. Well, late. I don't know. Early 20s. We'll just say early 20s. I'm not sure. So there was. I feel really bad about. I want to preface this story that I feel really bad about this. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good. If he leads with an apology, this is gonna be good.
Okay. I want to preface this that I feel really bad that I did this to this person. But everybody has that person that they know, like, loves them. But you don't really like them back. But if you need someone, they're going to be there. And so there's this one girl right when so the first time was I graduated high school, and the girl I was dating at that time broke up with me like right before prom, and it was not whatever. But this girl and I started hanging out afterwards, and like she was cute and fine and fun and whatever, but like it just wasn't what I wanted. But she was there, right? And so we kind of did this thing over the summer, and when I moved to Columbus, like we were still, I don't know. Basically, I was using her to feel better about myself. And so I ended up driving home one weekend and ending it with her, and she was really upset. Understandable, right? Whatever. You break up with someone, somebody's going to be upset. Most likely both of you, but one of you at least. And then when I moved home from Columbus, I had just broken up with the girl that I was dating there. She had, she started seeing someone else. We'll just put it that way. And I came home, and I ended up calling her, and we did this thing again. For a summer.
Oh man! So you couldn't even let her move on.
Nope. And then I just kind of like ghosted her. Which is probably worse.
Yeah.
Dirty boy.
Yeah. And then after another relationship, I did the same thing.
Oh. Same girl?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo. I'm not saying I lost respect for you, but damn, man.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I've done that too. I'm not going to sit here.
I'm not sitting here bragging that I'm.
Oh, no, we know you're not bragging. We know this. We know this. Obviously, okay. I guess I was projecting because I'm like, the worst thing I've ever done to somebody is I've thrown somebody a pity fuck before. You know, I thought you were going to go that route, but
one person.
Yeah, yeah, I've done that.
There was also a point in my. This doesn't answer the question, so I'm just going to leave it for a different day. But also, the girl I dated before my wife, I think we would both call each other crazy because we both like love hated each other, and it extended the relationship way longer than it needed to be. And so, yeah, that was yeah, that was a crazy relationship that apparently my old Facebook profile still exists, and my profile picture is with her. So,
whoops.
Did not know that existed. I thought I was like, I don't want to see any of this, so I'm just going to delete it. But it doesn't delete.
No, it doesn't.
And I don't know what email address is attached to that account either, so I can't like go in.
So you can't even get rid of it.
Nope. So, yeah. Anyways, don't search that. Well, there's a lot of pictures in that Facebook page that I'm like, oh, please just go away.
Yeah, no, it's there forever. So I have between my marriages, I got divorced we separated in 2014. It was finalized in 2016. I started dating while we were separated for the simple fact that I didn't want to talk to my friends. What's up?
I'm just gonna say, I don't think if two people are on their way to a divorce, they know it's like not getting reconciled and whatnot. I don't understand. I don't understand the people who get bent out of shape of that. The fact that the other outgoing spouse was dating somebody during the separation.
I think so. That wasn't really my Deanna is not the I feel like she would call me crazy for a couple of reasons, but I don't think I would be her crazy ex.
Okay.
Simply because we still talk, we're still friends. And you know, we're not like, we don't go out to dinner anymore or anything like that, but like every so often we have a group text with a mutual friend and we'll chat in there every so often. No big deal. But when I started dating because I didn't want to talk to our mutual friends about her. Like that's probably a misstep on my part, because I feel like some folks would probably want some closure or want some insight into why things happened the way they did. But I didn't want to do that because I was dead set on not playing any friends against her. So I didn't want that situation to arise. I didn't want that possibility. So I started dating just to keep the social muscles limber, so I could just sit down across from somebody and talk.
Sometimes I have a funny feeling that I already know how this narrative is going to turn out.
That ended up going to some bad places, like right off the bat. I had some great dates that way. Not gonna lie. Like there was a girl. Her name is Abby. She was older. She had 2 daughters. We talked for like weeks. We only ever went on one date, but like we talked for a very long time. And I think it was like we were friends on Instagram, saw her fall in love with someone new, someone she's married to now. Like, good for her. I'm happy for Abby. Abby's doing great. But a couple of them, it was the same situation. Like, I'm not gonna say that I was right. I'm not gonna brag. I'm not a good breaker upper. And I don't know how to do it. And part
you
of
mean when you say you're not a good breaker up, you mean you're
I don't know how to do it. I don't
you
know how to
don't know you don't know how to be the person that
I don't know
ends
how
the
to.
relationship.
Yes, that. Like
Gotcha.
there were several things that should have ended like after a couple of dates, but they went for months. And like I just took it. Like I guess I'm just here.
Been there.
And I'm like, and then eventually I would just not necessarily snap, but like it would be a case of like one girl had my key and would just come on over whenever because she lived kind of far away but worked in Philly, so she would just stop on over. And I would never have the balls to set boundaries. I'd be like, look, I'm this ain't it tonight. Like just I need my space. I could never do that. And then eventually, because I couldn't do that, I eventually just went as long as I could and then just said, I need my key back. And that was it. I need my key back because I need some space and I'll call you. And I never called. There was.
I wish I could relate. I'm always the one who's getting dumped, so I wish I could relate.
You know what sucks is when you give a key to a girl and then you go in and half your stuff's missing.
Yeah, I never had that happen, thank heavens. Because I realized after, I'm like, wow. And then I was paranoid. I was so paranoid that I had the apartment I was living in change the lock. Because I was like, I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. Here's the key. But like, I don't know what this person's capable of, and I don't want to give them the opportunity. There was one we went on. I don't remember which, because I started dating just on apps. Because I'm not the one who can like say, hey, send her a drink and tell her it's from me and see what happens. I'm not that confident in myself at all. There was one we met. We had a really great first date to the point where we kind of started, and then we ended up back at one of our places, and then we never really went on a date again after that. We would call each other with the idea of going out on a date, but we would just end up at one of our places, not leave, order pizza, and have a nice time. And that was really, I'm not going to lie, that was really fun, but it was kind of what Corey was describing. She was just there. And I was totally a toxic asshole in that regard. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat it. Like I was an absolute dick in this case.
Okay, I can relate to that because I am guilty of leading people on, like making them think something more is there.
Yeah, and there for a long time, and this lasted through like not necessarily full relationships, but like possible relationships. Like I would go on another date and that seemed like a thing, but then it would fizzle out after another one or two. But I always knew she was there. I could always call her and she could always call me. But I think she thought it was going to be serious and I definitely knew it wasn't. And when eventually she said, hey, I can't do this anymore, she probably looks at me and goes, yeah, he was not a good one. I don't know if crazy would be the thing, but like I was definitely an asshole to her and I feel bad about that. But yeah, there's probably others that like girls I dated in high school that would probably still call me their crazy ex because who knows how to date in high school? Nobody. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care who says they know. You don't.
Yeah,
you
liars.
Don't know. But yeah. Do we want to go to the next question or do we want to wait for Corey to come back?
Why is this question here?
Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
I say let's start because we all answered the first round and then we can start with any one of us and then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Stephanie, you want to read this one? Or Matt?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to read it.
Go ahead, Steph.
Okay. So, dun 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 dun. Fuck, marry, kill question. Mario, Luigi, Wario. Explanations are necessary.
Kill
Can I go?
Mario. He's a basic bitch.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, how do we want to start this? How do we want to start this? Do we want to each go around like saying which one we'd kill, then go do another round saying married, and then say, okay, all right, we can do that. All right, well, Matt, since you
kill Mario, basic bitch, fuck him.
Guess what? I would have said the same thing. Can you imagine like doing it with Mario and he's going, "What?"
I'm gonna
Kill Mario.
I'm gonna say kill Luigi because I cannot stand the way he jumps. I never
man.
like.
He's got that hang time. You know that's going to translate somewhere.
I don't know, man. Like the flutter kick jump.
Player 2 knows how to put in work. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't date someone by their ability to jump. Come on, man.
It's a metaphor, Stephanie. Come on.
So
okay.
Next, since we'll wait for Corey to come back, so marry. Let's see. I would marry Luigi because he's a sweetheart, and he's a superior Mario brother. Who would you marry?
The only way I'm marrying Luigi is if it's actually the Charlie Day version of Luigi from the Mario Brothers movie. That's the only way because I have a crush on Charlie Day. I don't know why. I have a crush on him.
I think I'm marrying Luigi as well. For the same reasons I just said, player 2 knows how to put in work.
Yeah. Whereas, fuck, yeah, definitely Wario because it seems like a crazy ass time, but definitely not something I want to stick.
He's gonna be that crazy person that'll give you the good time in the sack, just wah, and you know.
I can agree with that one. Like so I guess I'm killing Luigi, like marrying Mario because I mean, like, you know, if anything, like he knows how to fix the pipes.
I mean, he's a stable basic bitch, I guess, but like, not killing Mario. Okay, Corey, your turn.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill Mario, Luigi, or Wario. Explanations needed.
We're killing Mario because I'm tired of Mario.
Hell
yeah.
I feel like Wario's annoying enough to be like fun for like a night, and then you just get him out.
There you go.
And then you marry Luigi because he's the nice one.
Player 2 knows how to put in work.
There you go. Ding ding ding.
Look at you guys being simpatico. Like I was flipped on the marry kill. I was flipped.
2 Ps, 3 Ps. How many are there of us? I don't know.
In a pod.
Get me out of here. I don't know what I'm
cast. Next question. Who wants to read?
Okay, last one from Yari. What is the funniest porn you've seen? If it's not lemon stealing whore, I need explanations.
What the hell's lemon stealing whore?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I've seen a lot of porn, but I don't recall this one.
I can.
You know, I have not. Oh, go ahead, Corey.
No, you go ahead. You go.
No, I was gonna say I haven't really watched a ton of funny porn. I think I should just like check out the funny category in Pornhub and check it out because I think the only porn I found funny was just because the guy was making like really funny noises and saying really silly, stupid words, so I couldn't take it seriously. But that's not really funny, I guess.
Can we just talk about how like awful and just not arousing man grunting is in porn?
Oh, 100%.
It just sounds so fake and like they're trying too hard, which okay, well, you know.
I'm mad you can find memes of the lemon stealing horse.
I don't know if these are funny, but the X-Men and the Ninja Turtles parody porns are pretty we'll say
it seems like it would be weird.
Yeah, it's the Ninja Turtles one is weird. The X-Men one actually has like a real plot though.
Nice.
They're just fucking in it. So
I want to check out the Game of Thrones related one. I haven't seen that yet.
Game of Boners.
So
is that the name of it?
I don't know. It just sounds like it should be, though. If it's not, somebody messed up.
In developing an appreciation of the cinema, you always get led to a decade in American Hollywood known as the 70s.
Jeez.
And the 70s is when you had times wild enough that porn hit mainstream theaters and was reviewed by critics.
Yeah.
I hate all
that. Like Deep Throat was actually considered to be a decent film, despite being a porn.
Well, it's all about the method acting with the Deep Throat, Matt. You gotta,
see, you're being. I see what you're doing, but like to see to read Roger Ebert's review of Deep Throat is kind of a wild time. At least I'm pretty sure he reviewed it. Anyway,
as the movie buff here, Matt.
I mean, you're gonna know.
I'm gonna know. Okay. Because that person's the fucking Jared Leto Joker of the porn industry.
Got it.
But I feel like the funniest ones aren't necessarily actually porn. Like Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, it's a Russ Meyer skin flick, so it's lots of tits.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not necessarily like action. It's not necessarily down in it, getting down fucking,
So it's like softcore?
Basically, yeah. Like Skinamax is built off the legacy of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Mm-hmm. But like that film is actually kind of funny, and there's a lot of nudity in it. But like also there are arty farty takes on the porn and on the idea of porn, and one from the 70s is called Behind the Green Door.
I know that one.
It's been about 20 years since I've seen it, and I don't know if it's funny, but the ideas that are in that movie you should probably check out if you are into film at all.
What's it called? But Beyond or Behind?
Behind the Green Door.
Okay.
And then yeah, any late night Skinamax film from the 90s was immediately hilarious just because of how dumb every character in it was. But like none of those ended up being arousing. Like I remember this woman came home with a dude, but the woman was like staying at her sister's house, and like her sister and her husband were not happy about this arrangement. And I just remember her coming in. She's like, "Oh, hey, this is Johnny. He's a size 12." And then like the husband is like, "Who is this guy?" And then the sister's like, "It's Johnny. He's a size 12." I'm like, like I get what you're trying to say here, y'all, but it's just the joke is not funny. It's too obvious. But also like a really funny one. This really isn't a porn either, but it's the porn you watch in The Big Lebowski. If you've ever seen that movie.
Nope.
Like where I've seen The Big Lebowski, but
Julianne Moore shows Jeff Bridges like the porn of like her father's like vanity wife, starring a man named Carl Hungus, which is hilarious.
Yes. Okay. Now I remember.
Guy with a thick German accent comes in. He's like, "I'm here for Dinah Kabel," and then like, "Oh, the TV's over there," and it's honestly, look up that clip. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know, man. I think we should have like a part 2 of this topic and we all need to go and watch intentionally funny porn and report back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like yeah.
All right, I would be doing all the queer listeners out there a disservice if I didn't mention the line right in front of my salad. That's all. That's all I'm gonna leave it at.
Nice.
Line in front of my salad.
No, not in front of my. Right in front of my salad.
Line right in front of my salad.
I think you're referring to a single word.
No. That's the line. That's the line. Right in front of my salad.
Add some dressing to that salad. I don't know.
Yikes.
Well, yeah, like Chris Rock bit, it's jelly or syrup. Yeah, like syrup.
So all of our listeners out there, if you know the reference, like comment when this video goes live or when this audio podcast debuts.
I'm gonna go back to something Matt said, and then we can go because it is getting late. But you said there was, I kind of forgot, but you were talking about a movie with a lot of tits in it. Can I say an unpopular opinion?
Sure.
I'm not like a big fan of like, like, I don't know, huge tits. It's kind of like.
I'm not either. I just want to say something more controversial. Like you're not a big fan of like full frontal in movies.
Maybe it's like, I don't know. Like for me as a cis female, I'm really shocked to hear it. I always thought like the bigger the boobs, the better.
No,
there are definitely those dudes out there, but like, it's never been a turn on for me.
I like boobs, but like when they get like obscenely large, you start losing me.
Yeah,
there is such thing as too much.
Once they stop fitting in your hand, it's too much.
When I worked at Sam's Club briefly, there was a 70-something-year-old greeter. Her name was Mary, and she was lovely. And one day in the break room, we had the porno channel on, and she walked in. Yeah, because we could fuck with the DirecTV. She walked in and saw. She's like, "Oh, what channel is this?" And my coworker Brad is like, "It's the porn channel, Marion." And she looks at the TV and she's like, "See, they're doing it all wrong. Those tits are too big. Like anything more than a mouthful, you're just wasting space. Am I right?" And I'm like, "You go, Marion."
She is the coolest person ever now. I aspire to be like her.
She was amazing. And she's ultimately right. Like, yeah, like what's the deal with like when I had first like hit puberty, someone could have, globes on their chest and I might have been, yes, that's the one for me because I didn't know any better. But now like I'm more of an ass man.
I'm sorry. I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah. I'm also worried like at some point they're so big they have to be hurting the woman. That has to be causing back pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess at my second job that'll remain nameless, I feel, I mean, maybe it's the clientele, right? That they tend to gravitate more towards the larger chested women. That includes fake tits, which maybe have the slight advantage because they don't hang to your knees, I guess.
I'm just, I don't know. I think the most attractive thing to me is to be just like a normal looking person.
Jape.
If I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want any of our female listeners to think of this as being like weird or perverse or whatnot, but I've always liked athletic women, and I don't mean like like they look like they can be at a fitness physique show, or a competitor or in bodybuilding or whatnot, like like just somebody. Oh God, I don't want to say it because then it sounds so fucked up. I don't want to say like someone in shape, but you know what I mean. Like someone with like the
healthy looking.
Healthy looking for okay. As a matter of fact, if you have a physique that someone would actually want to make a stone sculpture out of, yes. Yeah, like a Greek statue, like think of that, like that type of like physique or whatnot. I've always felt like that's always like been like the most ideal thing for me with women and stuff like that. Now, men, I have like a pretty broad spectrum, and I think that's because like on the Kinsey scale, I lean more to men than I do to women, even though like I'm bisexual, so I'm like a male like a male 7 and a female 5, on the Kinsey scale or whatever, however you want to say it, whatever, but yeah, but I've always liked like the natural looking like women and stuff like that. Whereas
I wish
dudes, I'm
women
kind
would.
of
Oh,
whereas with
sorry. Finish
dudes,
your thought.
I was about to say whereas with dudes, I'm kind of a hornball. Like you got to be in good shape. You got to be worked out, or you got to be more, or you can also be more natural and stuff like that.
Those are some high standards.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I really do, and it's sad.
I'm also
LeRon likes proportionate women, but he's a judgy bitch.
I am.
I like the women that can do both. They can dress it up or they can dress it down.
Yeah, me too.
I just wish more women would hear that because I feel like not all, but I feel like a majority of women that get fake tits is because they think that's what'll make them more attractive to whomever they're trying to attract.
Let me tell you,
I dated a girl. Is a bitch.
I dated a girl with fake tits before, and they do not feel real.
Yeah, I
They
heard the
don't.
feeling's
They
different.
don't. They don't. They don't.
No, they 100% don't.
It felt like 2 bags of sand, just wet sand. Just
I feel like bags of sand
no.
when you touch it.
No,
In all honesty, like men are not trying to rough house like boobies and stuff like that. So we turn around and say like, yeah, like they don't feel right in our hands and stuff like that. That should be a clue right there.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyways,
I guess the one thing that we can say that like passed on to like stayed with us from when we were babies and stuff like that, because like you see how kids are like you see how kids are really gentle with the boobs when they're nursing, like yeah, we don't forget that.
Matt would like to.
Wait. Are you saying your son is trying to twist the titty off?
no, they bite.
They bite, yeah.
Oh, biting is different. Biting is different.
Yeah.
I said handling. I didn't.
I was gonna say my son made me bleed, but okay.
That's biting though, right?
There have been times.
No, it's chafed.
There have been times when Aton is super, super hungry, and he goes at it like he goes at Reba like it's a Hi-C juice box, where he's like,
Who knows what he wants?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I can't speak for all the men out there. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, LeRon, what kind of man are you?
but yeah, like she's had to train him to not bite because he got all his teeth real early.
Yeah.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Biting.
So boobies.
Boobies.
I'm going to say this. I'm not averse to bigger boobs. I do agree that there's a ceiling on how big they can get or how big they should be, or and even then that's just judgy. More importantly is everything is the person carrying them. That's what I'll say. Because boobs don't make the woman. A booty don't make the woman. Good thighs don't make the woman.
It helps. Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to perk up when you got me.
And I want to say you're wrong, but also I have totally acted on that principle too, as we discussed earlier in this episode. But there is an interesting thought that, beauty is beauty, and it can just be who you already are rather than who you think you should be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Amen.
not to extend this episode any further, but I think as I've gotten older, I've learned, through mistakes, to be honest, to appreciate who the person is over what they look like. And
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Well then,
the more you know.
Yep.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So I always want to go and thank everyone out there who's been watching or listening to Boss Rush After Dark. Remember, this is the alternative topical podcast for adults on the network. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a 5-star rating and a nice review on podcast services, or subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. Also, leave us a comment. Like I said, I gave you guys a challenge. If you know where my line came from, sound off in the comments wherever you're checking us out at. And by the way, just remember, all the stuff that you do really helps us with our discoverability and visibility. Stephanie, Corey, Matt, y'all have been wonderful as always.
So, poor thing just wants to sleep.
It's stop waking me up, Mom.
Any parting words before we sign it off? Because I usually say something all the time, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys this time.
Remember, Luigi is the superior Mario brother.
That's true. That is true. I don't know if I have anything wise to say tonight.
And while Luigi went wah 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 all the way home.
And on that note,
good night, everyone.
Good night.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Kiel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.